Good morning. Welcome to Nonsense Farm. It is Saturday, and of course, since for those of you new here, I work full time in town. I live half an hour from my farm, so Saturdays are a big day to get stuff done at the farm. So, first thing is I stopped here where the cows are. Yeah, which is not geographically at the farm. I'm here to check on the cows, and I'm here to check on the meat chickens. And it is evident to me that the cows need some more space to graze. So the first thing I'm going to do is get to work on that. We use a single strand of electrified Premier 1 IntelliRope. Amazingly, it keeps these cows in perfectly. All winter, we've been feeding them big, round bales of hay, and we will get them another round bale this week. But soon, there will be enough grass to keep their tummies full all summer long. Later this summer, we will be processing 2 of these cows, and we will be breeding 2 of these cows. Pretty quick in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have to decide when we're going to do it and make arrangements to get it done. Now I need to check the wire to make sure it's hot, but really what I'm checking for right now is I just put a new battery in one of these fence testers, and I need to make sure that it actually works. Sticking around on the ground, 8.9. Will do nicely. I'm pretty sure this one was the one that already worked. 8.7. That'll be great. All right, so I've got 2 working fence testers and a hot fence. It's a good morning. It is a really busy time of the year at the farm, besides the fact that it's spring and it's time to get everything in the garden. Also, I'm raising chicks, and also I'm raising meat chicks. So there's a lot to do. I was out of town 2 weekends ago. I went out to California for a weekend to work with commercial beekeepers. It was a ton of fun, but it meant that I missed a weekend on the farm. And then normally I get Wednesdays on the farm, but our office manager was out of town for spring break, and so I didn't get that. And so I've missed a lot of days on the farm, and it's especially busy. So much to do. Today, as you saw, I just went and checked on the cows and the meat chicks. I already checked on the layer chicks because they're at my house. And now I'm going to go out. I have a lot of plants to put in the ground. And let's see, I didn't bring any seeds, so I won't plant any seeds today. And I really would like to get through all the bees. And I need to leave by 3 o'clock because we have life group this afternoon. So let's do this. If you've been watching my videos for very long, first of all, thank you. But also, that means you know that I have had quite the ordeal with hawks this winter. I think it was worse this year since I had my surgery in December, so I wasn't out at the farm almost at all for 2 months. I did have helpers come to help me care for the chickens, but they didn't move the coop around regularly like I do. Also, there was just less human activity at the farm, so it was party time for the hawks. I think I lost between 15 and 20 laying chickens during the time I was laid up. So now I have 7 girls, and there are 9 more that are still in the brooder. They'll come online in mid-June. Anyway, I built this coop that is completely protected, and I surrounded it with a Premier 1 poultry net. So far, the girls seem very happy and secure, and they're laying well again. The new coops are easily moved with my Coleman UTV. Here you can see me moving it out of the garden area where I had gotten it bogged down in the mud. I know they're happy to be on fresh grass. Hallelujah, we got the chickens moved. All right, next we're gonna work on the garden. We're gonna get more, we've got lots of plants to plant and we have some cleanup work to do. So now we'll get started on that. And now to the in-ground garden. My goal this summer is to have the entire area that I have cleared under production. I'm going to put in a pumpkin patch, which will take a lot of room, so that'll help. I'm doing planting rows divided by walking paths covered in landscape cloth. I've had trouble with keeping the landscape cloth from blowing around when it gets windy, like it does a lot around here in the spring and fall. I did use 6-inch landscape staples, but they still just ripped out of the ground. I put the paths back in place several times, and this time I put a ridiculous number of staples in it. It's very windy as I'm recording this, so I guess we'll see how effective it is. So far in the in-ground garden, I have blackberry plants, garlic, broccoli, cauliflower, lettuce, and tomatoes. And now we're working in the raised bed garden. I am planting a bunch of medicinal flowers today. These are calendula. I'm planting yarrow. I've got some holy basil with me, but I think I'm going to take that back home, maybe up pot it. I think it's too cool for basil quite yet. And yeah, so it's a great time of the year to be a gardener. It's an easy time of the year to be a gardener because it's not too hot yet. And everything just wants to grow, and there's rain, and it's great. So here we go. Let's get these flowers in. While we're here, I thought we could take a little first tour of the garden of the year. So these are tomatoes. I just put them in on Wednesday and I'm really happy with how they look. Here is a weed that needs to be pulled. Always plenty of those. Empty bed. Here's garlic that's been here since, you know, I don't know, December or something. Another weed that needs to be pulled. Here's some more tomatoes. Again, they're looking really good. I was expecting them to look sad because it rained right after I put them in, but they're looking great. Here is more garlic and more tomatoes. And here's even more tomatoes. We have a lot of tomatoes going this year, and they're all big ones. Here is lettuce. Here are English peas. I'm going to need to put up a trellis for them here pretty quick. Here we have an empty bed. Here we have an empty bed. There we have an empty bed. We have all the rest of these beds are still empty. They won't be soon. Here is a great big weed that I need to pull, but I need to put gloves on because that's going to be prickly. And then over here is the bed we were just working in. This is tarragon. That is yarrow. Yeah, that's yarrow. And I just planted more yarrow, and there's calendula. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Please subscribe. Also hit like and share and comment, you know, all of those things. They all help me so much, and they also just make me happy.